nobody's ill, injured or anything else. We're going to get ourselves started, standing nice and tall, getting that tummy drawn in, those shoulders back, arms down at the sides, feet set nicely under those hips. So to reset the feet, if you need to, stand with your feet together, then turn your toes outwards, straighten the heels, that should go nicely under your hips. I'm going to start, it's got a little lean forwards, and then back, so we're waking up our senses, we'll just catch the weight on the toes, lean back till just before you think you might fall. That's it, so it's that little rock forwards and back, helps us find our balance point, wakes the body up. That's it, so we're not going up onto tiptoes, we're using the toes to catch the weight, stop us falling. That's it, a couple more. And then find yourself that little balance point, step back if you think you're going to fall. We find that nice position now, nicely balanced, not leaning forwards or back. Hands onto hips or one hand in front behind. And we just loosen up that lower back by tilting the pelvis through and then putting the arch in the lower back. So just keep tilting under, so it's just the pelvis moving. We're not wiggling bum forwards and back. So we tilt under, so it loosens up that back. It also helps us find a neutral spine, helps our posture. If you find it more comfortable, you can just soften the knees slightly. That's it, a few more. Just that little squeeze of the tummy as we tilt under. One more. And then good, so you should now be nicely balanced, have a loosened back, a neutral spine. And we're going to pedal those feet. So push the ball of the foot into the ground as you pedal. So it's not about going up onto your toes, it's the feet moving under the body. And then just let your arms join in. So just natural walking arms from the shoulder. That's it. And just gradually increase that range of movement. So go a little bit bigger with that arm movement. One's now going further back, others coming up higher. So bring it up towards your shoulder. Nice and high. And then we'll start to take that higher still. So now reaching up above that head, and one arm pushes back, the other presses back above the head. You're getting that stretch in your shoulders, still pushing that ball of the foot into the ground. We should be going opposite arm high to opposite leg. The more you think about it, the less likely that is to happen. You end up all over the place. But don't worry. And that's it. Couple more. Last one. And let's bring that back down. Checking those feet, it's done nicely. Set under the hips. We're going to open our arms wide and we're going to sweep in front of the little bend of the knees. So we sweep down, open up. You can lean slightly back as we open. Imagine it's that goal celebration. We open, that's it. So we sweep and open. Starts to loosen out that upper body. So as I turn, that's just to show you from a different direction. You can stay facing the same way. That's it. Open that chest and shoulders up. And then as we sweep, we're stretching that upper back, loosening everything out. We're starting to get the legs involved as we're dipping down. That's it. A few more. That's good. Two more. Okay, so we're standing nice and tall again. So we're drawn in, feet in front of the hips. We're just going to raise one knee and then change. So we're starting with this one, and we're just going to extend, gradually tweak it up. Slightly different than we've not done before with this one. So we're going to add an arm action and a bit of a balance in as we go. So keep going with the knees to begin with. Just get that rhythm. Think about, as you raise the knee, staying as tall and still as you can. So it's literally just that one knee moving. Good, a few more. Good, one more each leg. Okay, so this time, as you raise the knee, we're going to bring both arms up and open out. So we raise, open, in, and down. Raise, open, in, down. Keep that going. So stretching out that chest, but we're doing it with a balance. Keep it nice and steady. That's it, really good, well done. A few more. Good, do one more each leg. And bringing that back down. Okay, keeping those feet set under the hips, we're going to go into a squat. So we're just going to lower that down, aiming for 90 degrees at the knees. A bit less if you can't do that, you struggle with your hips and your knees. So we're just going to squat down, back up. That's it, so just squat down, sitting back as if we're trying to find a little low stool or chair. That's it, good. Keeping that moving. Excellent. A few more times. Good, two more. And bring that back up. Good. So still standing tall, we're going to take our feet wide and turning those toes out. So we're going to squat down again, but this time knees are tracking diagonally over the feet. We're just going to squat that down, bring it up. As you come up, really squeeze that bum and those inner thighs to bring you up and in. That's it. Keeping the head and shoulders up, so we're looking forwards. Really focus on keeping that position. That's it, nice and steady. Good, a few more times. And then we're going to join the two together. So one more. Bring it up. Okay, so we're going to start with a narrow squat. So we're going to take one, up, wide, down. narrow, up, step to the side, up, narrow, up, step to the other side. So if you start in the middle of a yoga mat, your step wants to be almost to the end, depends how long your legs are. That's good. Should be getting us nice and warmed up. Really working those legs, getting the heart rate up a little bit. Should be starting to feel a little bit warmer. Once more each way. Last squat. And bring that back up. Well done. Okay, so we're going to roll ourselves down now. So we're going to start at the end of your mat. Again, feet under hips. Standing tall, hands high above the head. We're going to dive the hands down, tuck the chin, roll the shoulders, curl in the back, down towards the feet, unroll back up, stack the vertebrae, hands high, and keep going. Rolling down, unrolling back up. So it's a smooth, curling movement, not just bending at the waist. You're trying to coil yourself up, turning yourself into a Swiss roll for all those bakers out there. If there are any bakers out there, samples are always welcome. That's it. Good, keeping that going. That's it. A few more. Nice curl down, loosening off that back and hamstrings. If you do find it tight on your back and hamstrings, you can soften the knees as you go down if you need. Or for deeper stretch, you can keep those legs straight. That's it. Good. Couple more. Roll that down. This time it's hands on the mat. We're going to walk it forwards. So let's take that down. Hands down. Walking out into that straight arm plank. We're going to hold for a few seconds. Keep breathing and walk back. Unrolling that up. Bring it down one more time. Go down, hands down, walking out. Body nice and long and straight. That's it, a few seconds. Good, then down onto your knees, sit back on your heels, stretching through the back and shoulders in that child's pose. Excellent, well done. Okay, so we're going to start down on the floor in that kneeling box position. So that's knelt down, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to start with a basic Superman and then just extend that up a little bit. So when we're ready, we're going to kneel down, get those hands down under the shoulders, knees under your hips. We're just going to start extending one arm and opposite leg, aiming for that long straight line. Try not to get the leg too high. So if you feel that your leg's about level, if you can catch a look in a mirror or a screen, you'll probably find it's a little high. So it will almost feel like it's slightly pointing down, and that'll be about level. Nice and long. Just one arm and one leg moving. Back stays straight, hips and shoulders stay level. Picture trying to rest the tray of drinks on that back. Good. We're going to keep this one going a few times and then we're going to change it up. That's it. Good, a few more. That's it, one more. And bring that in. You need to take that pressure off the wrist for a few seconds, that's fine. We're going to go back to the same position, same exercise, but when we extend, we're then going to have a reach around to try and find our toe. So I'm just going to show you that one. So we're in the start position, we're going to extend. Arm moves, knee bends, we look for that toe, we go straight, we come down. Extend, find the toe, extend, and in. Off we go. Really good. That's it. Excellent, well done. Keep this up. When the arm and leg are moving, they're the only body parts that move. Everything else stays totally still. Good, a few more. That's it, we'll do two more. Last one. And bring that down, well done. Release those wrists again if you need. This next exercise, we're going back to the same position, but instead of lifting forwards, we're going to go out to the side. So it's a side arm and knee lift. So, to picture the knee lift, you're a puppy cocking a leg against the lamppost. That's what we're aiming for. So, we're back into that same position. We're going to start, we're going to lift. And down. That's it. So depending on how flexible you are around your hips, that's going to affect how high your knee lifts. Try not to rotate the back. That wants to stay nice and level. It's the rotation in the hip that we're looking for. That's it. Lifting that shoulder, ideally up to that level as well. So again, it's going to depend on your own shoulder mobility as to how high you can raise the arm. Really good. A few more times. Good. Do one more to each side. relaxing that down. Well done. Okay, for your next one, we're going to go face down on the mat. Legs extended behind, arms are going to come up to 90-degree bend, elbow, shoulder and elbow level. So let's lay that down, face down. That's it, so laying down, extending, arms down, legs extended behind. We're going to do an alternate arm and leg lift. So it's going to be our right arm, left leg that lift. Forearm stays parallel to the ground, shoulder lift from the floor, and a long, straight leg that lifts. So off you go. You'll lift, and rest down. You can either keep your head resting on the floor, or raise it slightly. Don't lift it too high and be looking up, that's going to put strain on your neck and upper back. Or if you've got a rolled up jumper or yoga block or something, you can rest your forehead on that. That's it, really good. So just using those glutes, hamstrings and lower back to raise the leg. So it's all around the back of the shoulder to lift the arm. Really good for those of us that are stuck at laptops all day at home. This is going to help strengthen and pull those shoulders back, stop them being rounded. Really easy to sit with that curved back, rounded shoulders. And to make sure we keep that upper back nice and strong, think about our posture. So a lot of these exercises you can easily do if you've got a couple of minute break from your desk. Just do a little stretch out, ease out. Just do a couple of minutes of these. It's going to help loosen you up, keep you nice and strong, give you that break from the screen. That's it, a few more. Good, let's do one more on each side. And relax that down, well done. Slowly bring yourself up. We're going to move onto our sides now. So we're going to lay extended out on one side, arm under your head, legs extended straight, arm in front for support if we need. If you have got, say, like a rolled up jumper or a yoga block, you can put that between your arm and your head. That can make it more comfortable. So let's lay that down. We're going to extend out, keeping our legs long and straight. That hand in front if you need. If you ever challenge your balance, you can take that away, put it onto your outer thigh. Try to draw your waist away from the mat, legs long and straight, just off the floor if you can with your feet. If you need to rest the bottom leg down, no problem. We're going to start just with a single leg lift. Foot points forwards, just using the muscles around the hip and the bum to lift that leg. That's it. Just that single, nice, steady leg lift, not too fast. Doesn't need to be super high, we're not trying to do the splits. That's it. If you want to challenge your balance, you can take that arm away. We keep those hips stacked, one on top of the other, so we're not rolling back onto the bum or falling forwards. That's it. A few more times. Then we're just going to change it up a little. Good. One more. Rest that down for a few seconds. You may need to just give it a little rub just to ease it out. This time we're going to start off the same. We'll be on our side, same position. We're going to lift that leg. Then we're going to draw some circles forwards with the foot. About half a dozen, and then same backwards. So, when we're ready, let's get to starting point. We're going to lift, and then draw those circles. And backwards. And rest that down. Take a few seconds and we'll do that one more time. So let's get ready, lift, forwards. Backwards. And resting that down, well done. Okay, staying on our sides, keeping the arms where they are. I want you to bend the knees, bring the knees forwards, keep your feet together. Start point, if you can, is feet and knees just off the floor. If you do need to keep them rested down, that's absolutely fine. And we're going to open that top knee. Bottom leg stays where it is. Try to keep your hips stacked, one on top of the other. We're opening up that top knee. Rotating around the hip, feet stay together as the pivot point. That's it, well done. Nice steady movement. Open until you feel that resistance. It won't open any further. And back down. If you feel that you're rolling back too much, just reset your position, stacking those hips. If you really do struggle not to roll back, you can try this against the wall or against your sofa. Good, two more. And resting that down. Good. Okay, so this time we're going to keep our knees bent, or to make it a little harder, you can take legs straight. We're going to rest on one elbow. Other hand is going to start on the thigh, and we're just going to lift and back down. So it's like an active side plank. If you need to work off the knees, absolutely fine. It's your standard exercise. More difficult progression is with those legs straight. Good. Let's take two more. And then we roll over and we do it all again. Really bringing that down. Good. Spin yourselves round, roll over, whichever way you're heading. Onto your other side. Laying down with the arm extended. Hand in front for balance. Legs long and straight on that hip, waist away from the mat. And let's raise that leg. Single leg lift. That's it, really good, well done. Keep that movement going nice and steady. As I said, doesn't need to be super high. Just as long as you feel those muscles around the hip working. That's it, excellent. Couple more. And resting that down. This time we're going to draw those circles. So think back to the other leg, which one was easier, which worked better. Are you doing squares or circles this time? So let's lift and go forwards. So that's a little circle, about the size of a football. Good, and backwards. Bring that down, take a few seconds and we'll do it one more time. Give a little rub to ease out if you need. When we're ready, get to the start point, lift that leg, do those circles forwards, about 6 or 8. And backwards. And resting down. Good. Keeping the arms where they are. Let's bend those knees up. We're going to go into that clamshell movement. So we're lifting the knees off the floor, feet off the floor, opening up the knee, bringing it down. So using those muscles to open and rotate the hip. That's it, well done, keeping that going. Time's flying by. We've only got about 10 minutes left today. Don't know where it's gone. A couple more times. That's it. Last one. Bringing that down. So either working off those knees or with a straight leg to add that difficulty. Going to go into that active side plank. So start with the arm down at the side. And we're going to lift. Bring it down. That's good. Fantastic. Let's do a few more. That's it. 2 more. Last one. And bringing that back. Great. Last few exercises, we're over onto our back. I want you to lay back with your legs extended long and straight. Hands are going to extend behind the head. And we're doing that reverse leg slide. So instead of the leg extending out, as we move the arms, we do the opposite, it comes in. So we're going to bring one leg in towards the body, and back. Foot just skims either along or a fraction off the ground. One leg at a time, so it's not a scissor movement, it's a single leg. So once we've got that pattern, what I want you to do is bring the opposite arm up. So our breathing pattern, we breathe out on the effort, breathe in on return. That's it. Really good. Nice and steady. Try to coordinate that opposite arm, opposite leg. Excellent, well done, keeping that going. Good, a couple more. And bringing that down, well done. Okay, so we're going to stay on our back, but we're going to bring our knees up into a tabletop position. So we have 90-degree bend at knee, 90-degree at hip. Bring those arms up, arms going to pec deck. So again, bend at the elbow. We're going to drop one knee out to the side, other knee stays vertical, bring it in. Opposite one drops. couple of goes just to get that pattern. Aim to keep your back and your hips in contact with the floor. So we're not rotating the body, just the knee dropping out. And next time, let's add an arm. Opposite arm comes down. And get those thinking caps on. Wakes the brain up at this time of the morning as well. Excellent. Really, really good. Keeping that moving. That's it, we're nearly there. We're going to go a couple of exercises to go. A few more times, so nice and steady. Left knee drops, right arm drops. Right knee, left arm. That's it. Good, a few more times. One more each side. And bring that in. Okay, we're going to stay on our backs with that tabletop position for the legs. Hands are down on the mat this time. And this one we are going to rotate the hips, so we're going to drop both knees down. Shoulders stay on the mat. As soon as you feel your shoulders start to lift, that's when we come up and back over. That's it. Fantastic. Keeping that going. Nice, gentle movement, not too fast. Using all that core, those obliques to raise and lift those knees back up and over. Really good one if your back's aching from sat at that desk, and just have a couple of minutes, a little stretch out. Nearly there, a few more. And with one more exercise. That's it. Good. Once more each way. And bring that back to centre. Feet down on the mat. Slowly sit yourself up. So we're sitting up, back nice and straight, knees are bent, hands are forwards. We're going to gently roll back, so curl the spine, down towards the mat. Just as far as you feel comfortable. So if that's just there, if that's your ability level, absolutely fine. Work to your level. But just try and challenge yourself a little bit each time. So over the weeks we can progress to increase that range of movement. So we're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to add some movement. So what we're going to do, we're going to pretend we're an archer. And as we roll back, we're going to draw that bow, looking towards the hand that's drawing the bow. So we're just adding a slight little rotation side to side. That's it, excellent. A few more. That's it. We'll do one more to each side. That's it, last one coming up now. Bring that back. Excellent, sitting up. We're going to slowly come back to our feet. Don't want to just jump up too quickly. So standing nice and tall. Take a step back, back leg straight, front knee bends, feet parallel, stretching out that calf, and then open up that upper back, pull those shoulder blades apart. That's good, release the hands. Sitting back on the back leg, front leg straight, giving that nice little stretch. And now raise your toes and curl your big toe towards your shin. That's good. Put that foot back down. Shuffle the back foot slightly further towards your front foot. Both knees bent. Tilt the hip under, so you're stretching around that hip joint. That hip flexor. And stand it up, kicking up the back foot. Give that thigh a stretch. Now this is the test to see if you've kept the same legs in the same position. Because when we go on to the other side, you should be doing all the other stretches. So let's start. One foot back, front knee bends, feet parallel. This time hands in the small of the back, chest forward. Good, release the arms, sitting back on that back leg, front leg straight, stretching down the hamstring. A few seconds, and we're going to raise that toe, curl that big toe into your shin. Bring it out, shuffle that back foot slightly further forwards, bending both knees slightly, tilt that pelvis under. Stretching that hip flexor. And then we're going to stand that up. Picking up your foot. And if you've done it right, you're now holding the opposite foot to where you were last time. Down, standing nice and wide, toes slightly out. Let's sweep it down. Ready for a final little balance. So we're ready. We're going to sweep. We're going up onto your toes, reaching for the ceiling for 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done, everybody. Cheers, thank you everybody. Well done. Have a good day.